Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A macro view on what's going on the Ukraine front and some interesting developments. The Ukrainians, it seems like, are able to use their unmanned drones to hit Russian targets, and they claim they destroyed some Russian gas rigs by the Crimean Peninsula. I will point to you the words this Ukrinform uses, Ukrinform being a Ukrainian media outlet, uses to tell you that those gas rigs were not targeted because they are just gas rigs. No. It's because the Russians have defense systems on them, deployed on them. I wonder why the Russians would have all those air defense, missiles deployed over there. But nevertheless, so this is the first topic. The other topic comes from the Russians, who claim that they liberated another village in Pokrovsk area by Kurakhovo. I will show you maps on those ones and what's going on over there. Now the Ukrainians claim they destroyed a airfield, or at least they attack, because there were some explosions reported in Russia. So that is Russia or China. This could be considered maybe long-range strikes inside Russia. See if the Russians were going to use any Oreshnik, is how I call it, Oreshchuk, whatever ICBMs that they used for the Dnipropetrovsk, just as a warning. I will show you the maps, a map where this airfield is located, and is not located in the occupied territories. The next topic, Oreshnik is called. We have these guys from the Institute for the Study of War, who are garbage, just so you know, and I will show you why they're garbage, telling us that don't worry, the deployment of Oreshnik missiles, ICBMs in, in Belarus, I have to read, goddammit, in Belarus by the Russians, no big deal. It's no threat, no major, nothing. It's nothing. No threat to NATO. And I will explain why this is. But remember, the same Institute for the Study of War would definitely consider the launching of rockets on Israel by those bad people, Hezbollah, as existential threat to Israel. So the rockets being around Hezbollah, it's an existential threat. But ICBMs, hypersonic ICBMs that could carry nuclear warheads in Belarus, no threats to NATO, to Europe whatsoever. I think this Institute for the Study of War really wants us to fuck ourselves again for the third time. So that comes from the Institute for the Study of War, and I will show you who's in charge of the Institute for the Study of War, and I will make a connection between that group with another group member called Lazar Kaganovich. Stay tuned for that one. Very interesting, I think. And we find out that the second batch of F-16s are present in Ukraine. I wonder what happened with the first batch. Are they still flying, or they're all dissipated, according to Zelenskyy. And we have Mr. Poroshenko, the first president after the coup d'etat organized in 2014 by, He says that actually military using Ukrainian troops as meat. Ex-president says that. Why? Remember, Mr. Poroshenko was banned from leaving the country on 2 occasions, if I remember correctly, or 3. I think it was 2. One, going to Munich to participate in the Munich conference, because then he would have stopped in Hungary. And the next time was when he wanted to go to meet Orban and others in Hungary. The government of Ukraine did not allow him to go because he's free. All right, so let's start with the first topic. Here it is. This comes from Ukrinform. It is from the 7th of December 2024. I dare you, my fellow Americans, I dare you to go on whatever browser you have, let's say Yahoo for instance, and find out what happened on the 7th of December 1941. See if you find any article telling you about the attack on Pearl Harbor. That was what? December 7th, 1941. I found other things with other subjects, with some kind of teenage books written in 41 about their problems, but you're not going to find about our problems. I wonder why. That's unimportant, but their little fuck up thing is important. You better believe it. So let's move on. Ukraine's sea drone destroyed Russian surveillance systems. There's surveillance systems on gas rigs off Crimean coast. So this is for the baboons to say, see, it's the Russian military surveillance systems deployed over there. It's not that we just destroyed the rigs, gas rigs. No. Even though I don't think that would wake up the baboons here anyway. Sea drones operated by Ukrainian Navy delivered targeted strikes on Russian surveillance systems located on Russian captured gas rigs off the coast of temporarily occupied Crimea. All right, so where is that located? Well, it's somewhere, this is Ukraine, somewhere, they didn't give you the location, right here. Now, they show you two, this is the Russian map. So let's see what these guys say about this one. The Russian Ministry of Defense reported that crews of the Black Sea Fleet naval aviation destroyed 2 Ukrainian unmanned boats in the Black Sea. That's one. So this is the one. And the other one is right here, which is they destroyed 6, right there. Let me show you. 6 Ukrainian unmanned boats in the Black Sea. So that's 6 plus 2. I think that's 1,000, right? All right. So this is according to these guys. The Ukrainians, they also provided some videos with some burnings over there. So I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. Ukrainska Pravda. So 6, and these guys say they destroy them. Ukrainian uncrewed surface vessels attack Russian assets in Black Sea. Assets. Pictures and videos. So this looks like a rig on fire to me. But hey, I don't know if this is from yesterday, it is from a year ago, it is from, I don't know, 2 years ago, but this is the picture they provided, and it's on some videos as well. We're not going to watch it because we're on YouTube, and YouTube loves truth only when it's unidirectional. Vice Admiral Papa of Ukrainian Navy has published a video showing how unscrewed surface vessels attack Russian assets. Enemy surveillance systems were destroyed, which were located on the seized gas platforms near the coast of temporarily occupied Crimea. These occupiers will not stay on our territory. Given to you by whom? Given to you by Khrushchev, right? Khrushchev, I think it was 1954, 55. So they took it, Khrushchev, the Soviet leader, took it from the Russians and gave it to the newly formed, Ukraine Socialist, whatever, Soviet Republic, Ukraine. That's how they got it. But say, well, it was given. Yeah, and now it was taken. How it was given, it was taken. Remember, those guys also stay on Romanian territory. Part of Bessarabia, part of Bukovina, and the Snake Island was given and taken in the same way. Given by Anna Pauker. Who's Anna Pauker? Zelenskyy Stein. Right? She was given to the Soviet Union because she was sent by Stalin to Romania after the World War II, and she became one of the big criminals over there. Read about her. Miss Hannah Robinson. This is her real Hannah. And then she changed her name like Anna Pauker. Like we have John Stewart, which is Jonathan Stewart Leibovitz. Why do they change their names? I don't know. I like my name. And I say, oh, that's my name. I didn't commit any crimes. I'm proud of it. You know? All right. So, again, we'll not stay on our territory. No more, my friend. Let's go to the next article and topic. Coming from Sputnik. Russian troops liberate, according to them, right? That's their view. Berestki, and push towards Kurakhovo. Kurakhovo is a city in the western part of the Dnipro. Donetsk People Republic, located 46 kilometers, which is about 30 miles, from Donetsk, and 30 kilometers, which is about 20 miles, south of Krasnoarmeysk, which the Ukrainians call it Pokrovsk. It is the largest settlement in the southwest Donbass, still under the control of the Ukrainian forces. So this is what they say. Let's see where that is located. So we go from the Crimean Peninsula, the Ukrainian Crimean Peninsula, to the Donetsk, right here. And this is Pokrovsk, Krasnoarmeysk, I think it's called, and the Kurakhovo Kopapoko is right here by this reservoir. So the Russians claim that they are advancing this way. If they go from here, remember this is here, and you have, they claim Donetsk is right here. They say, 45 kilometers, and then 30 kilometers from here to Pokrovsk, right. So this is the area where the Russians claim they liberated the village. Now, Ukrinform, today, the 7th of December. Witnesses report explosions near Maykop airfield in Russia. This is Russia, all right? So, overnight, Saturday, December 7th, 2 powerful explosions, I guess they were not made by drones, were heard in the area of Maykop airfield in the Russian Republic of Adygea. According to local businesses, at least 2 powerful blasts were heard over the regional capital in the area of the local airfield in the night hours. All right, let's see where that is located. So here is the airfield. Let's make it bigger because we have a lot of planes to look at right here. These are straight wings, so these are subsonic planes, obviously. And let's see if you have anything here, maybe some helicopters or anything. No, that's only straight wings bombers, or maybe training, but it's too many to be training. So this is where they claim. And where is this located? This is located, this is the Kerch Bridge. This is the Crimean Peninsula. Here is where those unmanned, uncrewed vessels were attacking. One up here, I don't want to say destroyed because I don't know, but they were definitely attacking. So here, this is Russia. Let me show you. Ram pam pam. So, this is located, all this is located right here, Maykop. Here is Georgia down here. I know, South Ossetia, Abkhazia, So this is where they struck. This is Kerch Bridge, this is Russia. So the Russians, what can they do? Well, defend and then counterattack. Next one. Ukrinform. I will show you how the Institute for the Study of War wants us to destroy ourselves, which is the Europeans. Why? Because they are not. Deployment of Oreshnik missiles to Belarus not to increase risks of strikes on Ukraine, NATO countries. So this is the deployment of these missiles in Belarus, ICBMs, are not increased risks in Ukraine or NATO countries, Institute for the Study of War. So let me tell you this. Let's say I'm this far from you. Am I a risk to you? Well, you see, I'm right there. What if I come here? You see my fist can go through you. So don't you think here I'm more of a risk than back there? So obviously from here, in order to hit you, it's going to take more time to step forward a little bit and then do some hanky-panky and hit you. But if I'm already here, right in your nostril. Okay, so here you have it. So this is really, really imbecilic. I guarantee you that the Institute for the Study of War would not claim the same thing for Israel when Hezbollah launches rockets inside Israel. Why? That would be called existential threat to the Jewish state. And the Jewish state will, in self-defense, do whatever they think it's needed. And the Americans will keep everybody at bay. Why? Because we're strong and we're our ally. All right, so this is garbage. But hey, let me show you another one. Ukrainska Pravda. Oreshnik ballistic missile systems deployed in Belarus poses no increased risk. No increased risk of strikes to Ukraine or NATO countries. Well, let me show you a little bit here. So, bear with me. This is Ukraine, and this is Belarus. Well, this is the country of Poland here, and then you got, this is Kaliningrad, again, Russia. This is Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia up north. So if the Russians deployed their missiles here, and they launched them, let's say towards London. Oh, they're coming, get ready, we can't strike it, boom, okay? But if they are located right here, you see how much territory, how much time this missile ICBM saves. So your reaction time will be very much, I would say, diminished. That means when I'm going to punch from here to there versus from here to there, you have time to, oh, something is coming. What am I supposed to do? Counter. Bang. All right. So let me show you who are these guys from the Institute for Study of War who will have no problem with the existential threat of the rockets versus ICBMs. Why? Their people versus our people, I think. Right, Institute for the Study of War. Please pay attention to the names. This is a American non-profit. They don't make profit. research group and advocacy think tank founded in 2007 by military historian Kimberly Kagan. Right? Kimberly, she's the president. Kagan. Now, Kimberly Kagan, she's Jewish. All right? Nothing wrong with that, okay? But she's married with this Kagan right here. Where are you, baby doll? I know you're here somewhere. But let's go to her straight. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Kimberly Kagan. We have her, right? So she is married to another Kagan who is her husband, Friedrich Kagan, right here. You see Friedrich Kagan? And Friedrich Kagan, who's also Jewish right here. His brother is Robert Kagan. And Robert Kagan is the husband of spouse Victoria Nuland Kagan. Now, this is an enterprise. And you have here always, I would like you to put this in your brain, just as an exercise. I'm not blaming anybody for anything, but I can't, keep my mouth shut when I see something. Like Kimberly, Robert, the other one, whatever his name is, and Victoria Nuland. And these guys write for Ukraine. The Ukrainian media uses the Institute for the Study of War as people use their Bibles. That's how they do. I've been covering this for 3 years. So I've been exposed to this. And let me show you how I would like you to not connect, but remember Institute for the Study of War. I want you to remember them as Lazar Kaganovich, right? I actually like this. Kaganovich. It's not Keegan. She's not Kimberly Keegan, all right? Let's go back. She's not Kimberly Keegan or blah, blah, blah Keegan. She's Kimberly Kagan. All right? For me, at least. Get that in your vocabulary. Mr. Lazar Moiseevich, from Moses, that's what it is, Kaganovich, was a Soviet political. He was a criminal. He was a monster. He was the guy who implemented, at Stalin's orders, the Holodomor and many other ethnic cleansing in Soviet Union, and born to a Jewish family. He is not Jewish, but he was just born in a Jewish family. And remember the other four that I told you, the 4 little pigs? All right, so just everything I said, is true. Everything. You don't like it? You don't like the truth, baby doll. All right, let's move to the Ukrainians, who tell us that Zelenskyy, with double Y. I don't know why. Sometimes it double, sometimes it was single Y. Second batch of F-16s from Denmark is in Ukraine. Excellent. Where is the first batch? Destroyed or what? All right, so let's see what they tell us. So remember, Danish people. He provided by the Danish people. If that family over there provides this family that I'm fighting with some deadly weapons, I will fuck you up. I'm not going to fight with only this guy. Oh, you guys? And these guys are thanking you, the Danish people. So what should the Russians do? Do you think they are entitled to strike Denmark or the Netherlands? Do you think? I don't think whatsoever. The second batch. Remember, if you get weapons that kill my family, you are my enemy 100%. You're in the same boat, rowing with the other baboon for Al Capone. Like a slave, with your things. Oh, fuck. And we're going to find out that these guys do not love this guy anymore. Who's these guys? I will show you. Russia Today. Military using Ukrainian troops as meat, quote unquote. Ex-president, Mr. Poroshenko. Soldiers, I don't cry for this guy. He was part of a coup d'etat, so I'm not crying for this guy at all. Soldiers must have the legal right to be fully armed before being sent to the front line, Pyotr Poroshenko has said. So, former Ukrainian President Pyotr Poroshenko has accused his country's military commanders, which are Sirsky, is Russian. Is that true? True. You don't like it? You don't like the truth, my friends. Of using soldiers as meat to hide their lapses from superiors. Speaking on Thursday at an event hosted by the Atlantic Council, a pro-NATO think tank, another one, I have to pay attention to this one, Poroshenko said Kiev's military leadership, and I'm quoting, should stop using the people of Ukraine as an instrument for a mid-storm operation. Stop giving the order for their offensive operation now. We can do that by But the price for that is enormous. Well. And if you want to know who's behind all this, who's in charge of the Ukrainian military? The Ukrainian nation. Yeah, who? Syrskyi? Syrskyi is Russian. And do you think Syrskyi, when he talks with his American counterpart or with the NATO counterpart, what's his name? Kalovi in NATO, in Europe, what do you think he's doing? He's receiving orders, giving information, and goes back. You gotta do this. Maybe not even to his, maybe just a figurehead over there. Look what happened to Valery Zaluzny. He was sent to London for safekeeping, for monitoring, not monetary. And that's too. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.